What is the mass plus energy equals effect? So,
Yay, physics.
yay, nerd humor as soon as we start. And welcome back to the Star Wars Hunters podcast. And we will get started right where we left off on the last one, after I turn down this music.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's right here.
All right. So as we last left off, the party, as it was, we got to meet each other on Covey Station, a station within the Covey asteroid belt of the Coruscant system. This entire system or station has been locked down under the worry of Imperial holdouts hiding among the refugees trying to leave the Coruscant system. The party and their frustrations bonded together over their anger of the current situation, working together and making a deal with a New Republic investigator, decided to try to find the Imperials on station themselves for a ticket off station. In doing so, they happen upon the Imperials in a just in time, in a moment, as they were robbing a Duros black market merchant that was selling chain codes. And we ended right where Watt waved the data pad he found off of the ex-ISB officer at the ISB officer.
Because why not? Nothing says "fuck you, fight me" like taunting somebody with their own stuff.
That is exactly right.
And in retaliation for this, he dropped his Cantobite accent, taking on a Coruscant accent, and said, "Get them." And that is what we'll pick up. So first off, let me show you the first battle map for this game.
Hell yeah!
Oh, fuck yeah.
So this is Covey Station Market. You have a lot of innocents kind of hanging around.
So good. They should run. I have explosives.
I thought about that when I was making it. I was like, yeah, there's grenades. So, with that being said, let's get some initiative rolls going for the party as I roll some initiatives for these guys.
Let's see. So, click on the combat. Nice. Nice. I like how they integrated that.
Man, I remember how to do this, I swear.
Did mine go?
Nope. I don't.
So
it did not.
many.
Jesus Christ, Bill.
What? There's
Just going down through the list here of literally everyone.
Hey, that's a great
Do it
part
in
about
the combat screen.
Yeah, I'm doing it in the combat.
Who needs group initiatives? Everybody gets an initiative.
Not
Derek.
everybody. All right,
Everybody.
who didn't
The
roll?
world is going on. There's all sorts of rolling happening.
There's so much dice.
Unknown NPC. Gabe 2.0. Jacob. NPC.
Okay, anyone who
I
didn't
don't know who rolled me the 19, but I'll take it. It's a lot better than the 6 I rolled myself.
Fuck him up, Thule.
Yeah, where the fuck did that come from?
All right, with that being said, okay, so if everyone rolled in Foundry, we'll just go with that. Sean, I don't mind if you keep that. Oh, wow.
So in the combat tracker, I'm not started, but my initiative went through as 6.
Okay. I'll let you keep the 19 because I hit the button by accident if you want. It's a D. Oh. There's 2 of you.
There's 2 Tulis?
Why is there
These
2?
these motherfuckers don't know what's about to hit them.
Oh, shit.
What the hell happened? Where's Thule? Why is there 2? Remove combatant. Okay. And,
No. Leave him.
Right?
I just
We can use
need
the help.
the other one renamed TWOLI.
God damn it.
Joke's on you all. I'm a Psy-Knight, or an Echo Knight, and that's my Echo.
Oh, an Echo Night Whale. Echolocation.
Echolocation. No.
But every time you use it, you gotta make the whale noise like Dory.
I do like that our character sizes, now that we see them on a battle map, are absurd.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of the funnest parts, is getting you guys the proper sizes. All right. So with that being
So good.
with that being said, let's get the battle music going.
I love that my character is the only one that properly fills the square. Everybody else is either
Right?
tiny or just way too fucking big.
Which that's really funny because Tisk is my go-to for like checking stuff on maps now because you're the only one that's normal size.
I
You're
still
welcome.
count as a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, but you're giant size in our hearts.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right,
straight.
So
Oh, it's my turn. What would I
Wow.
like to do? Thanks for asking, Forge.
all right. So we are beginning combat with who's the first one?
Thule.
Thule.
Actually,
I think there was.
There's 2 unknown, and you got rid of the 19 Thule.
Yeah.
I still don't see anybody else in the combat tracker. I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah, I see unknown NPCs.
Oh, I
as
see
the
all of
first
them,
two,
yeah.
and then Gabe.
Yeah.
And the Thule that's still on the tracker has an initiative of 6.
I'm reloading into Forge.
Here,
or Foundry.
I'll do it. I don't want to accidentally give him a 19 and take it away, so I will give him back the 19 there.
There you go.
Aww. Now I can see everybody too.
But,
That worked.
but it's okay. One of the security droids rolled a 20, but he's actually let's see. Does the security droid notice the commotion going on so far? He does not. So he is not going to take his action. He's technically surprised. So now, it is Thule.
Okay.
That sound effect is insanely loud.
What sound
I
effect?
did not hear a sound effect.
I
with
didn't
it.
hear anything, bud.
I did the end turn kind of gong or dink sound.
Oh, wait, maybe it'll pop up when it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting every single one of them because I'm the DM. I'm also the one recording, so there's this hellacious bong going off in everybody's ear.
Okay. Looking through my inventory, I am not going to be the one to throw a grenade down this alley. I'll leave that to my other friends.
Don't worry. We have someone else for that.
Yeah, don't yuck his
I
yum.
got you.
Don't yuck his yum. He's been waiting on this.
Yeah, there's a tisk for that.
There's a disc.
So Thule is going to move behind Tisk and block the entire entrance to the alley. And then, hey lady, you should go somewhere else, as he kind of yells down this direction.
Is there, what skill do you want to use to convince her to run?
Oh, I have many skills. Hold on. I just don't know what they are. I
I can smash, or I can.
would
smash.
like to intimidate this poor woman of. I said move.
Everybody! Ooh!
Oh yeah, with
I am an adult.
oh yeah, with
You
a,
are the
with
Goon
a-
Squad.
with a 16, you don't have to say much more. She doesn't even know what's going on. A giant whale is yelling at her. And on her round, she will probably definitely run.
Now, I took this for granted, but is this the same guy who was trying to give me static last time?
The Rhodian?
No, he's the same species. I know he's the same species, right?
Yeah, that's a Rhodian noodle
Oh
vendor.
no, he's a completely
Dude,
different.
that's super fucking
sorry.
racist.
You're right. You're right. No, I looked at the picture wrong. I thought it was the thing that spoke out of both sides of its neck that was giving me static
Oh,
last
that's an
episode.
Authorian.
The
No.
Authorian. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other space
Ben,
species.
gosh, I didn't write down his name. I just wrote down that he had 12 kids and he works at Noodles of Noodles.
He didn't give you
And
his
he
name.
was friendly.
He's Mr. Oodles of Noodles.
Mr. Oodles of Noodles.
It's
And
actually
then,
it's a family name. It's Mr. Oodles.
Mr. Oodles. Mr. Oodles, duck.
No, we don't have duck on the menu.
And I will just be like gesturing with both hands, like get down. And then I will kind of play blocker on this alley and make sure no one comes in or leaves.
All right.
Jesus, I'm fucking worthless at level 1.
Oh god, that's still
Dude, I know.
loud.
I'm just like looking through my shit, and I was like, wait, I can't fucking bonus action hide yet.
All right, this bot doesn't see what's going on either. God, what is with these sevens?
I bonus action hide and you can't.
Don't you get it for
All right.
you get it for your race?
Oh, that's right. I got it for something.
Nice.
Speaking of that, Gabe, it is Watt's turn.
I got the feet stealthy. So I was on Tooley's shoulders. So did I move with him?
For lack of just easement, no.
Okay, cool.
I'll say he moved so fast you fell off. You're busy trying to still figure out how to fix those cameras, and it's like, ah!
So I tumble down and I look back at him and I go, "What?" And,
Very fast over short distances.
I'm gonna run 5, and then I'm gonna start running up the wall. 10, 15,
Like you do.
20, and like I'm up on this thing.
Your climb speed is your walk speed, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 25 is my climb
Nice.
speed. So you see me like just
I'll tell
I
you.
don't even know how to describe it.
Give me a climb, athletics or acrobatics, whichever you're better at, and just don't roll a 1.
Oh. Do.
Nice job. You rolled 2 ones.
Rolled
good job.
it twice. Nailed it.
He falls and hits 2 signs.
15.
15.
So as I dart up to there, where'd the music go?
Very quiet.
Is it? Oh, you guys need to turn it up on your end because I'm the one recording. So
I turned it way down because it was very loud.
Fine.
All right. And as I get up to there, it is a bonus action. So as I dart past Tisk, there's this almost like I bound off of your shoulders to make it a little bit further. And we'll figure out how it looks. But that detonator that I had in my hand that I'd stolen from you, that it's like blinking on one of your grenades, whichever grenade you reach for next. And essentially I'm giving you an inspiration. I am giving you a potent aptitude die as a double check, make sure it's bonus action. It is. You get a D4 as a potent aptitude.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Uses it. There we go.
aptitude is a lot better than ineptitude.
This is true. And then as I get up to that higher spot, I'm going to look at the officer. And do I have to target him? It's not letting me do stuff. All right. I'm going to look at the officer. And the little like Pip-Boy like object, I take that detonator core that I'd stolen earlier, and I slap it into this compartment, and a couple of things light up, and I point my wrist at him, and I fire off a blue crackling ball of ion energy towards him.
Back here or up here?
At the officer.
Okay.
All right. So ion energy.
it-
He's got a save to make, doesn't he?
No, I need to. Target must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Current target is 12.
12. He gets a +1. So that is a 15.
All right. So the blast strikes the wall behind him and crackles off, and I'm just up there like this, both middle fingers up, or the equivalent thereof.
Lermans do middle fingers. It's fine.
Yeah, it's canon.
Canon.
And then that will be it for me. I'm trying to take as much cover as possible.
Oh god, that noise. Okay, there's no way to turn that down. It's so loud. All right, then the commoner that Thule yelled at, will start yelling, "Run! Run! Everyone! The whale is mad!"
That's super racist, dude.
That's racist.
And she will go 5, 10, 15,
Jesus Christ.
30. Okay, she will run. And let's see. Oh yeah, all of them around. The other commoners will begin dashing and running to get away as well. Even the oodles and noodle guys like, oh, totally mad? No, not. And they will start shifting towards the New Republic investigator and his bots. So
He's like, "How did you piss off Thule?"
alright, so New Republic investigator's turn. He will notice what's going on and meet with the people, so that's his turn. And now it's Shug's turn.
So Shug is gonna throw his hands up, and he's gonna say, "Whoa, I don't got any business fighting in this fight." And I want to do a deception check, and I get advantage because my wrist blaster gives me advantage for hiding the nature of this weapon.
Oh Jesus!
So I'm basically saying, like, "Don't hurt me. I'm unarmed," and I'm like cowering.
You're doing the call an ambulance for yourself.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So here's my deception check. Okay, the first roll is not great. It's an 11 total. Advantage. Okay, that's an 18 to deceive.
Oh god. Let's roll 4 insight checks that are probably all gonna fail because these are low level guys. Yeah, that's a 4, an 8, a 7, and a 1.
Okay, great. So I'm literally like navigating my little droid to like be down on the ground, and I'm like cowering. And then I want to hold my attack action for when one comes up to Tisk. And I would like to. My goal here is to get advantage so that I can roll sneak attack when the attack goes off. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm spending my turn doing, and my trigger will be if one of them steps into the space in front of Tisk.
Awesome. Okay. So that's your turn. You got a held action. And your trigger is when one gets close to Tisk, right?
Let's say when one gets within 5 feet of me.
Gotcha. Okay. So with that being said, this stormtrooper. You got a
Stormtrooper?
stormtrooper. Oh god, that's gonna be a running joke.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so expand. Come on, expand. There we go. Alright, +5 to hit. Alright, he takes aim at, let's see, the biggest target's Thule.
Bring it.
So he's gonna, the stormtrooper's gonna aim at the biggest thing. He's gonna, oh, that's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. By a lot. By 6.
And that is 3 points of damage.
Oh god, are you okay?
First level characters again.
To
I'm
be
alright for
fair, it's not missed.
You-
So
Right.
right, Miss would be dead.
This is a big difference from where I used to be. Yeah.
Is that a fat joke?
it's a whale of one at least.
No.
Aw.
Thule could have eaten several mist.
It probably has.
All right, so that's
Thule,
that stormtrooper.
Thule has shadows.
This stormtrooper. God, I gotta stop doing that already.
Nope. Nope.
He will actually follow orders from the officer and take aim at the person he said get him to. So he will take aim at Watt up there. Now,
Bring it.
I'm gonna give Watt cover because there's a lot of shit up there. Cover is gonna be a dynamic that we are using.
He's
I love it.
hiding. He's hiding in the fucking like flickering neon sign that's right there.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hard to hit somebody who's like there's like shit all in front of him.
Right?
So keep in mind, I'm giving you half cover, Gabe.
Sure.
So that is going to be a 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right, sparks fly off. This neon sign, but next to you, as a blaster bolt hits right into it, and all right, Jacob, it's your turn.
Remember, you have a Watt inspiration.
I sure do. And none of them moved. So
They damn sure didn't.
they sure fucking didn't. So in Tisk fashion, reaching up for a frag grenade, I pull that off of my shoulder. And because I have my explosives fighting style, amongst other things, I use my reaction to throw a grenade.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna drop it right on homeboy right here, and everyone.
You're doing
within,
that on his turn as a reaction?
So I was looking this up on how this works. I can literally just use it whenever I want, basically. Like on my turn, I can use it to just throw it.
And then
But then, like, if something else triggers a reaction, I can also utilize that. So I'm using my reaction or bonus action. Either one is an option at this point.
Can you throw 2 grenades?
I technically could, but
Reaction
I
and
don't.
a
I
bonus
don't.
action?
Yes,
But that gets expensive.
it does. So just throwing one for now. And I'm dropping it right on homeboy right here.
Literally dropping
And
it.
everyone within 10 feet needs to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
yes.
All right, so let's see. This fight might actually be over. Stormtroopers have a +3 to dexterity? What?
Okay, it's all right.
It's the light shitty armor that they're wearing.
All right, so 3 stormtroopers. There's a 7, an 8, and a 17. And the officer is a 21, surprisingly.
Okay, so the
Actually,
7 and
nope,
the 8.
It's a 19.
The 7 and the 8 take 13 points of kinetic damage.
My god.
The other 2 take half.
All right, so the first thing you see when this frag grenade goes off is...
No, what?
One, everyone in the market now knows something's going on as a puff of smoke just explodes in this alleyway. The first thing you see is automatically 2 of these stormtroopers are toasted. Just
Cool.
shrapnel blasted through them because they have exactly 13 hit points.
Nice.
And the others take half damage?
They do. Yeah, so 6, assuming we're rounding down.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a means. Wait. Oh shit. Hold on. Do I? Wait. Was this a thing for Trandoshan? There was something. Hold on. Still figuring out this character a little bit.
That's officially called new character who dis.
Exactly. I think I'm confusing this for a different character. I don't think I have what I thought I did. I thought maybe I could bonus action to get closer to a character, but I think that was a different race whenever I was looking through things.
I just got an order from Etsy from Christopher Lee.
From Beyond the Grave? That's good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he ordered a board game organizer, so I'm fucking kind of flattered.
Bill, for what it's worth, whenever people make saving throws against my explosives in the future, I do need to know whether or not they rolled a 1.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
There
Because
was
if they do, they treat the damage as max damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Where do you get that from? The fighting style?
That's from the explosives fighting style.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So it's only if they roll a 1. But if they roll a 1, they get fucked up.
Closest thing you got was a 4.
Okay. So I'm going to... I literally, like, chuck the grenade. As it is beeping, I'm, like, running in behind it.
Oh, gee.
Like a fucking maniac. And it explodes in that area, and then I am just outside of its range, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that is... you know what? Since these guys have been using blasters and whatnot, I'm going to go ahead and use my action to sprint and get up in their face. So I'm just going to be standing over top of where the grenade landed as I brandish a vibroblade and chakram
Yes, excellent.
in their faces. And that will be it for me.
So, literally, you've got this Trandoshan that's throwing a grenade and chasing it.
Yep.
And probably laughing.
As it explodes.
Oh, there's the toothiest smile. Just ready for this shit.
I believe it's called cackling, not laughing.
I gotta get ready for like some possible explosive decompressions with you using grenades all the time.
That's where my mind went first, actually.
Oh, I am fully expecting this to get me in trouble at some point. 100%.
Alright, so the Imperial officer.
Officer?
God damn it. I was about to say it.
Officer. I love that they have an ability called Human Shield. It's like absolutely love it. Alright, so the officer who's dodging Tisk right now points at the other trooper and says, uses action, "You shoot that fuzzy thing!" And the other trooper will...
Fuzzy.
The other trooper will
talking about you, buddy.
will use a reaction because
They should be talking about me.
the officer is using a command ally, which gives the stormtrooper the ability to use his reaction to fire at something with advantage.
Fuck.
That's fine. Not worried about it at all.
Since he's within 5 feet of me, does that cancel out his advantage?
Good question. That's how it would work in 5th edition.
Right, since he's in melee range to another target, that would technically give him disadvantage on the attack, so then the advantage would cancel that out.
Because I don't want to look it up, I'll go with it. So it's going to be a regular attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you have 5 DMs sitting at one table.
Hey!
You know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because it makes...
Me either, because if I don't know it, one of you guys do.
Yeah.
And we can actually trust each
straight.
other on the call. So,
Right.
Does a 13 hit you, Gabe?
No, it does not.
Okay.
All you see is one little furry finger.
As that was his, that was the officer's... You fool, you missed! That was his... that was his action. So, now we're...
No, he's Stormtrooper. Mist is in a different universe. Sorry.
Mist is
Alright.
walking around with Reese right now.
And these New Republic security droids start closing in using a dash action as well as their action to start getting closer to Thule. And the stormtrooper that just missed will actually take aim and fire again, since his last order is to shoot at the fuzzy thing that's up there. Oh, yep. That is going to be a...
So on this one, he would have disadvantage, right?
No, if he
Since
takes
he's still
aim,
next- Oh, I don't know.
That's a
how
mechanic.
The take aim thing works.
Yep. That's actually going to be a 23 to hit.
unfortunately, that will hit, and there's nothing I can do about that. No shenanigans here.
And
Yet.
you're taking 5 points of
You got it.
monster damage.
Oof, that hurt a lot.
Beginning of round 2, now that this this security droid does not have to roll, he is now seeing the commotion and the people running. He will move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will get within shouting range of Thule. He will brandish. A little baton comes out. You see electrical charges. As he looks at Thule, he says, "Stand down. You have 5 seconds to comply."
Funny.
And on that note, hey Thule, it's your turn.
Thule looks back, still completely unarmed, no weapons drawn, nothing being done. I am just standing here, and he tries to stand a little bit lower. Is this standing down?
God damn it.
Please don't come any closer. There is a commotion that will be attended to by my friends and I.
As smoke is bellowing out of this alley above Thule, because the security droids cannot see down the alley yet.
Yeah, and just attempting to look as non-threatening as possible, probably smiling with rows upon rows of sharp orca teeth, and trying to like stand down, like lower myself almost to the height of the droid. I am standing down as far down as I can stand.
Alright, was there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to hold an action to, if he approaches me with this baton thing, I'm going to smack him with my vibro mace.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, holding an action.
No touching, please.
What?
Looks like what's up next? There's an NPC.
That's what I said. What?
Sorry,
Yeah.
there's another droid before Watt.
Yeah, sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry. A lot of shit.
All good.
Alright.
Hey, we didn't put the NPCs on the map, okay? You did.
Alright, another droid comes running up, mirroring the one before it, bringing out a shock baton. It says, "You have 5 seconds to comply." Basically means next round.
I'm already complying. I can't comply any further.
All right. There's a series of buttons on my little Pip-Boy thing that flash real quickly. And I will use a Culto pack on myself. 1d4.
It's like Knights of the Old Republic animation. You shoot yourself in the leg with it.
Yep. I gain 4 hit points back.
Oh, nice.
There's this. You just see this like spray of Bacta coming from like this little nook that you can't even see. There's a. Let's see. What was it? That was a bonus action. Perfect.
Nice.
And what is the range? 10
Now what is you?
feet. Interesting. Minor holograms got a shorter range than I was expecting. So in front of me, once again, tapping a couple of things out on the. Actually, you know what? Not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold an action that if either of these droids attack Thule, I'm gonna hit him with an ion blast.
All right.
That is my turn.
All right.
I
Another.
love that I'm running up here in the midst of all of this, and everybody else is just like holding actions for Thule.
Hey, I held an action for you. I just didn't expect you to sprint in with a grenade, which was on me. That's on me.
Some fries.
I will shout at the end, Imperials!
You're shouting Imperials from your hiding spot.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to say the noodle guy's standing strong. He doesn't want to leave his cart.
No.
But my
He's
noodles.
Mr. Noodles.
That's right.
Mr. Noodles.
Mr. Oodles will not be dissuaded.
As the market is now clear of NPCs or commoners or people within the market, as they both they all scatter to the winds,
Except for Noodle Guy.
except for Noodle Guy.
He's not an NPC. Or he's not a commoner, rather.
Oh, fuck. Then he's the big bad.
No.
He will be, maybe.
Watch out that cart, man.
The New Republic
My
investigator
cabbages!
the New Republic investigator comes running up. He sees the explosion, or the remnants of it, as the smoke is coming out of the alley. He sees blaster fire coming out of the alley. He yells forward to Thule, "What is going on?"
I am standing down.
All right,
You just
Shug.
hear from my little hiding spot, too late!
That was the officer, the rebel, or not the, so, what I'm saying, the New Republic officer.
Yeah, former
Yeah,
rebel.
the rebels.
All right, so I'm gonna 5, 10. I'm gonna fly up towards the droids this way, and I'm like, what do I want to say? It's the Imperials! They threw a grenade at us! And I would like, and I'll. It's up to you. That's a half a lie, half a truth. I'll do persuasion or deception, and it's up to you.
I'll
what
let
you want.
I will let you choose.
Okay, great. I would like to do persuasion. That is a 22 with my expertise in persuasion.
They get zero. The two droids get 0 bonus to insight.
I'm directing it to them, but mostly to the person who's going to be in control of them, which is the officer.
Gotcha.
We hope.
Yeah, they rolled as high as they could without being a natural 20, and they still fucking bought it. So they actually turned their attention from Thule, and it's not their turn, but they turn.
I'm gonna move out of the
alley.
way so they can move through.
They turn to face the alley. Those two troopers are dead. Tisk.
Okay, so I have a question here initially because I'm just not seeing it in Foundry here of like where it specifies. I'm not seeing what the damage die is for any of the weapons that are
Yeah,
in my inventory.
it's dumb. I had to go. Fuck, how did I pull it up? I had to go to the entry for the weapon in the.
You click it. You click it. It should expand and tell you
Yeah,
what it
but
is.
but it doesn't state the damage die. It says everything else. It gives definition of finesse, light, thrown, etc., but nothing states the damage die.
But you're pulling it off your character sheet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to like where you remember where you selected it and you had to drag it to your character sheet. Go to that and click on it, and it'll have the information. That's where I had to find mine.
So much digging
It's
to find
really dumb.
That's weird.
I've created my own macros for the different tech powers I have. It might be faster to do that.
That's
for your-
probably worth doing
weapon.
in the future.
Either
I
that or
believe
either that or just hit the Star Wars 5e website
Yeah.
and just the search for the weapon. That's the quickest way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Once you do have it open in Forge, you can double click it and it'll collapse it down, and you can just leave it on your screen and pull it back up whenever you need it.
See, with enemies, it's easy. You just go to their features, you click on the
Okay.
item, and it expands and tells you everything.
Okay. I'm going to make a slight addendum to what I stated last round because I wouldn't have grabbed both weapons. I'm not like a 2-weapon fighting person. I forgot how I had this set up. I would have grabbed my chakram, and I like as I was running, my physical medium shield would have come up as I was running through that. So I have chakram in one hand, shield in the other. And I will go ahead and take a swing at the officer here.
All right.
And to my chagrin, I am attempting to make this non-lethal since we were told to, bring back things that weren't blown up
Bodies.
too bad. So that will be...
He says that standing over 2 Swiss cheesed stormtroopers.
Look, I'm trying, okay?
You're doing great.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Let's see. Is there a way to roll this from that necessarily? I don't see it. Okay, we're just gonna. Okay, so that's gonna be D20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. So that's gonna be a 13 to hit.
All right, 13 to hit. You barely hit.
Okay, cool. For 6 points of damage.
All right. He is not looking very good, but he is still up.
Damn.
I don't think I really have anything else I can do just yet. Yeah, I think that is it for me. I just smack him with the blunt side of the chakram in the head, and then plant my shield back in front of myself between these two as I just kind of take a stance there. But that's it for me.
All right, it's the officer's turn. He just got smacked royally. So yeah. He is going to take an action. He is going to, at a disadvantage, fire point blank at Tisk with his blaster carbine. Oh, at disadvantage, that's a 19.
Damn.
Well, that's yeah. I don't have a means of doing anything about that, so that will hit.
For 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As this blaster bolt wings you from point blank range, because he's shooketh. Yeah. All right, security droids. This security droid is going to move forward, and he is going to flank Thule. And where's that other one? There he is. As 2 more security droids that did not hear Shug's original explanation that the Imperials are throwing grenades, these 2 new B1s.
But we're also standing there hands up, don't shoot.
But these are droids.
Okay.
And they look at Thule and Shug, and they repeat the exact same order of Stand down. You have 5 seconds to comply as they point blasters. And we will go to the Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper will go and has to protect the officer. So he will try to make a melee attack against Thule, trying to hit him with the butt of the blaster rifle. Actually,
Tisk? Or,
no,
yes,
Tisk.
if he can run over to me if he wants to. That's fine.
Actually, no. He doesn't have the blaster rifle. I forgot they had these. You just see a shock baton extends, and he goes, "Boom, traitor!" Sorry. As he goes to hit Tisk with a shock baton.
AC is 17.
Yeah, he is not going to hit you with a 12.
Yeah, having taken that stance, he swings in, and I just bat it away with the shield as that chakram is like ready for whatever comes next.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Back to the top of the round with the original droid that Shug got out of the way for. He will step through 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will see the Stormtrooper. And
But 5 seconds to apply.
yeah. Drop your weapon. You have 5 seconds to comply. And the Stormtrooper just looks at him, having the shock baton knocked away by Thule and now facing the droid. Just, if you could actually read a Stormtrooper's face. Which they're not dressed as Stormtroopers right now because they're in, incognito mode. Thule, it is your turn. You're surrounded by battle droids.
Yeah, so this thing goes walking past Thule, and Thule looks at Shug. You let it past. We were blocking the alley. And Thule just shakes his head very slowly, and we are taking too long. And how long? So in the rule book, it says a long jump just lets you jump up to your strength score as long as you move at least 10 feet. It doesn't say anything about action economy.
Yeah. It can be
so I
part
can
of
just-
your movement.
It's yeah.
So I can move my full 30 and then long jump?
Technically, yes. I do it in
Fuck
Baldur's
yeah.
Gate 3 all the time.
5, 10, 15, 20, and shoving past from behind this battle droid, 25, 30, and then long jumping 5, 10, 15. Boom! I'm in this thing's face.
Hell yeah.
With a vibro mace swinging at its torso as if to disintegrate its chest and keep its head intact. Because we only need an identifiable trophy.
Well, duh.
Alright, I think I pulled this up in the chat already. Is it still in there? It is. Do attack. Roll. With a crit!
Oh, hell yeah.
God.
That's a 20
Yes.
hit.
This poor fucker.
First crit of the game.
Ooh.
For 19 points of non-raging damage. As Thule comes charging in, leaps, and lands on this dude with a vibro mace in his chest. And the body from neck down just disintegrates into a pulsing mass.
Wait. I have to check something. Just real quick, because we saved this. Give me another D20 roll.
Oh, damn
Because
it.
this is a vibro weapon.
Yep. 10.
Okay, if there was a crit, it was going to be a possible dismemberment. Which really doesn't matter, because the guy had 7 hit points left anyway. So, you hit him with 19 points of damage, doing 12 over his hit points. His armor that's underneath this poncho that he's been hiding what's left of his stormtrooper armor just shatters like porcelain as this vibromace just cracks into the carapace of his chest plate. pieces of white armor just flies everywhere as you concave his chest, and he just falls forward, dead.
So follow me for just a second, all right? Naruto and Sasuke fighting in the Hidden Leaf Village. The first time Naruto uses the Rasengan against him, and Sasuke's using the Chidori, and Sasuke punches a hole in the wall, and he's like, "Ha ha ha! That could have killed him." And then it zooms out to where Naruto's tiny little hole in the water tower looked like a mushroom tip, like Magnum round should be coming through the back or something. Like, and I want to say that like Tisk is just sprayed with shrapnel out this guy's back.
Hell yeah. Literally like hunker down behind the shield just for like as it plinks off the shield.
Yeah, it's a very, very much of Tis fighting in the rain moment.
Let's wrap this up.
All right. So next up is another droid that now chases after Thule. You had 5 seconds to comply. As you know what,
They're super effective droids.
Since Thule ran.
Yep, go ahead and shoot me. That's fine.
That's okay. I'm gonna shoot it then with my held action.
You held the.
Yeah.
Was it? Last
That was my
round?
held action.
It was from last round. Okay. It fires. And it crits.
Oh no!
By that you mean a crit 1, right?
We'll see in a second. But you see a blue ring come out of the blaster rifle.
Quack, quack.
Wow.
Sean, that's a stun. That's a stun blast for the record.
Perfect.
As you take 9 points of subdual damage.
No idea what that means, but okay.
It's stun damage. Basically. Yeah.
As
All right.
at an attempt to stun you.
Thule's about to get angry.
And I need a dexterity saving throw from that droid, please.
That's a 16.
It succeeds as an ion blast strikes right next to it.
You just see it look up at you. You have 5 seconds to comply. Hey, it's your turn again.
Sweet. How far is my range? 60 feet. Lily, how bad you get fucked up?
Thule's looking real rough right now.
Okay. Then I am
He got
going.
whiplash from running down the alley and then getting stuck in this blue hoop.
You gain a plus ability modifier. I didn't realize that. So you gain 6 hit points back. I would have gained.
Yep, caffeine cleric.
Yep. As bonus action, and then that's
Was that like a healing word equivalent kind of thing?
Yeah. It's a little dart of Bacta flies down at him from my my little gizmo kit that I have on my wrist.
Nice.
And I'm gonna shoot Actually, I'm gonna use my action to jump and scream and shout at the totally not a rebel officer, the intelligence officer, trying to get his attention to point at the Imperial And with that, using a minor hologram, which can only be within 10 feet of me, and it's just going to be a giant arrow pointing that way with an Imperial symbol. Just and that's my turn.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm just imagining this looking like yet another one of the neon signs in
Yeah,
the
it might
alleyway.
get completely lost. I am not a persuasive character. Yeah, 2. A total of 2.
You got his attention. You don't know if it's you've convinced him or if he just thinks what you did was really cool.
That's fair. I mean, I'll take either, honestly.
All right, and with that, because several other people were yelling Imperials, let's see if he puts 2 and 2 together. Nope, he got 4.
Oh, but that is 2 and 2 together.
That's correct, actually.
But in this
Fucking
case,
got him.
Nailed it.
but in this case, it's wrong. So the Republic investigator comes running up to Shug, who he sees Shug because he had a conversation with Shug. It feels like a week ago, but him and Shug did have a conversation. I thought you were supposed to be finding Imperials, not attacking people.
Am I allowed to respond?
In 6 words or less, yeah.
We are attacking the Imperials!
I see 2 little hands.
You still have 1 whole word left.
Damn it!
She. Shug, it's your turn.
We've got it under control. I can't lock down this accent to save my life.
Yeah, me either.
We've got it under control. Tell your men to stand down.
Okay.
Droids, what men? Droids, whatever the fuck ever.
Okay, with everything that's been going on between everybody saying Imperials repeatedly, what did, Thule, everything, give me a persuasion check for the investigator with advantage.
Fuck yes. I got a +7 to these. Okay, first roll's a 6, not great. Second roll, that 20, baby.
Hey, yeah.
All right.
Anybody else aroused by the way you said baby?
27 total for the record.
Definitely.
He looks at you and looks down the alley, and he believes you. You see him pull up a risk communicator, and not at his turn, he says, B1 units, focus on the Imperial. And you see all their attention turned towards the officer.
Excellent.
Sweet. Nailed it.
Is that your end of your round? Is there anything else you want to do, Shug?
I'm good.
Jacob, his turn.
So, this is Imperial. He like shot me point blank or something, right? So like
He winged you.
Yeah. There's just like a low like clicking growl. As I look down where this hit me, and I turn back towards him, and I just bring that chakram back up to just smash him in the side of the head again. Again, non-lethal for this. And I believe I have not ever used my check bonus from you, Gabe. That was
Correct.
a D4 edition?
1d4.
Cool. I will go ahead and use that on this one.
How long does that
Just for
last?
the
Like
sake of it.
10
10
minutes.
minutes? Yeah. So it's like it's Bardic Inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it is.
I forgot to put my modifier on that. That's an 18 total.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
And then it's 3. For
Nice.
9 points of non-lethal damage.
You
As I just bitch smack him with this chakram.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
So literally, like as described, there is just a like a slow growl looking back up from this like singe mark that was left on my hide as I turn back towards him, and there is just a whop that just sends him careening. It hits him to the side of the head. He goes 5 feet across into the wall, hits, and just drops like a bag of flour just to the ground.
You know, we've got to come up with a Star Wars equivalent of how do you want to do this. We did it for Thrain, so we need a Star Wars equivalent. The only thing
that's easy. Sitting in the cantina, bragging to your friends.
Actually, I was thinking, how would they report this on HoloNet News?
I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. So what does the HoloNet News reporter say?
The headline is absolutely Trandoshan bitch smacks Imperial on Kobe Station. And it's just a picture of him just like folded over on the ground, just like a rag doll.
All right, we're gonna keep this.
Straight
on him
shot
like he's a
imprint across the side of his face.
I love this.
All right. So, with that being said, silence finally comes to the alleyway as everyone has left the market except for the noodle vendor. Can I call back the business now? As we in combat.
Hell yeah.
Our first combat of the game.
I told you we would find this guy.
Thule reaches down to pick up the head of the guy that got disintegrated. That was well done, Tisk. And then grabs the head, grabs a foot, and then grabs another foot, and drags all three of the stormtroopers back to the front, allowing Tisk to take the trophy from the Imperial.
Tisk like gives a nod back to Thule and like putting the chakram back into like a belt holster, just like rubs the singe mark off of their like thick hide as I bonus action to second wind to heal back off of that, and then just kind of gives it a shake, like yet another little singe, no big deal, and just grabs the officer by the jacket and just drags them down the hallway. More points for me.
At this point, Watt has bounded down, like leaping nimbly bimbly from one thing to another on my way down, and I am diving to Tisk, and I'm like climbing up Tisk, and then down your arm to pick through this dude's pockets to see if I can find any sort of key codes or
Oh yeah,
Good choice.
encryptors or anything like that. I mean, I got a nat 20 when I picked this pocket last time, so I'd be shocked if there was, but I'm definitely gonna try.
I'm excited about this because I've got something that I got just for Gabe.
Oh no.
Because you were picking
This should go well.
everybody's freaking pockets.
Yeah.
I got a random loot table of just stupid stuff for Star Wars.
Yes.
Scroll of Tarask summoning.
It's a Trask. It's just a Rancor in Star Wars.
Oh, do I want to give this to you? Because this is going to cause so much trouble.
Yes. Yes, you do.
You got 15 credits and a loaded chance cube.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh.
That's
Nice.
fun.
Thule
Alright.
drags these bodies to the end of the alley and throws them at the investigator's feet. These three didn't make it, but that one did.
It's like as Thule is saying this, I just reach up and like just shove the officer along the ground as he skids to the feet of the investigator. I believe we had a deal. And for the sake of it, I will brandish my like bounty hunter's like credentials as well, just for like show of some kind of authority to what we did here.
And at this point, I'm back on Tisk's shoulder, just grinning, shit-eating grin, ear to ear.
I told you we would handle it, and we handled it.
He is speechless.
You look down and there's a little burn mark on the side of the officer's neck that you didn't notice that Watt burned into him with a little like cauterizer on his gauntlet.
He looks down and he's pulling out the investigator pulls out a data pad, opens it up and holds the picture up to the officer and yeah, this is who we're looking for. How?
I told you we had to handle it. That's what we do. We hunt Imperials.
A fragmentation grenade?
That they threw at us, and we told them not to.
What?
No, what?
That's him.
Going off the natural 20, you roll with the persuasion earlier.
Yeah.
He believes you.
I turn to Tisk. Listen, let me do the talking. This is what I do best, and you bash Imperials. That's what you do best, right?
Sure.
I turn my attention back to this.
Tisk is very glad to not talk to this person. Just
he the investigator rubs the back of his head and he's
Now we had a deal.
Yeah, we had a deal. We definitely we had a deal.
I was regretting
not
he's
realizing how quickly he's having to cash in on this deal.
Well, he was like, you're gonna help us find the. Yeah, okay, you're gonna help us find the Imperials. Yeah, I'll get you off the station.
Guy.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stay here. I'm gonna go make a phone call. I'm gonna use
Can we eat noodles?
I'm glad you asked it because I was about to.
It is close
You're
to here.
you gotta get us food while we wait, right? And I start hovering over towards the noodles guy.
the Rhodian.
Mr. Oodles.
You got a company card.
the Rhodian's sticking his head up from the counter, looking down. He's like, "There's explosions. There's blaster fire. No, you kids you want to play your video games."
I'm gonna rifle through the pockets of the other Imperials, and when they're going over to get noodles, I'm gonna look at them suspiciously.
Let's see. Other than the standard,
I'm also grabbing dude's got a paper clip. Another one's got a fried out blaster battery pack that's completely useless at this point. Just random shit.
One has a note that says, "Come back from work safe. I'll have dinner ready."
Yeah, I'd throw that one away. I'm looking for tech parts that I can use. But, yeah, I picked their pocket.
Technology has no emotion? What is that?
sorry, looking something up real fast.
You're good.
Oh, okay. So going through these stormtroopers, you do find typical stormtrooper stuff that Watt would not carry about. Blasters, stuff like this.
I just throw the blasters off to the side.
You find a glow rod.
Shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
You go click, 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 click.
You also find a surveillance tagger.
Oh, spicy.
A single-use trackable surveillance tagger.
Where on earth would I find that?
It is not, because I'm using a different Star Wars RPG, but I'm going to put
Understood.
it in. It is not in this one, but that's what I was looking up to clarify what that is. And there's really no reason we can't use it, so I'm posting a link to what I saw in the chat.
All right, single-use surveillance tagger.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that is what it does. It just says tiny, unobtrusive surveillance taggers are small radio transmitting beacons used to aid in surveillance and tracking.
Sweet. Got it saved.
So it's a single use stick on to track stuff.
Standard item, I'm assuming.
Yep. I'll give you basically. I'll let you use it to drastically lower the DC of following someone.
You got it.
So I kind of like this little random thing. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Awesome. So the guy steps off to make a comlink call as the B1 series droids start policing the dead as well as the unconscious. They're flipping the officer over, and you see him putting the little electro shackles on his back as one of the droids stands there with a blaster pointed down at him. Mr. Oodles looks over at all of you that are walking up. He's like, "Oh, all of you! Thule, you brought friends. You paying customers? Oh,
Yeah, he's paying, and I point to the New Republic officer.
oh,
What are noodles?
oh, noodles! It's great.
I love this guy already.
Yeah,
Delicious food.
yeah.
Like a protein bar?
A protein bar.
Yeah,
Better.
but stretched out and thin and squishy.
Then it's gone bad.
No, you've never had noodles? What's wrong with you?
No.
We're gonna fix this right now. The house special for him.
Does
You
the
you
little
have much culinary experience to gain.
does the little guy like spicy?
Probably not.
Let's start bland.
Let's keep it mellow.
He's new to food.
All right, and he just ladles this bowl of just blue noodles in like a green broth and hands it over to what?
I want you to appreciate that both of us had the opportunity to fuck with you and make it really spicy, but both of us want you to enjoy this wholesome experience with noodles.
So I'm like this, right?
Yeah,
Size wise.
It's like straight up Star Wars ramen bowl.
So I sit it down, and then I'm on the counter, right? I sit it down, and I sit with my legs around it like Indian style. So it's like in the middle of my lap. And just start using my hands. And anytime somebody tries to get my attention, I look up and I just have this terrifyingly toothy grin, and there's literally noodles hanging out of my mouth.
Well, you normally use a spoon, but yeah, you're fine.
There's a big.
I think there is something to be learned from his passion, Shook. And when Thule gets his bowl, he just sticks a hand in and like grabs a monstrous handful, stuffs it down his
hot?
mouth.
Yeah, the Rhodian
Warm.
Mr. Oodles looks at Shug and he's like, "You need a child size?"
Yeah.
He brings up like this compared to like the huge bowl that he gave Thule. He gives you like a little, like it looks like a saucer, like a sake bowl.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, love it.
He's like, "Oh,
It is now canon that Watt eats way more than his body weight.
where does he put it?"
Or at least he's going to try.
He's got a lot of catching up to do.
Tisk makes his order extra meat and spice.
"Oh, I got a Trandoshan mechanic that comes here. I got you, buddy." And he starts whipping something up, and he gives you a plate of spicy, still wiggling bloodworms.
Beautiful. Just taking a claw and just throwing it down.
So, as the party is partaking with their post-violence ramen feast at Oodles and Noodles.
That is the appropriate kind of ramen feast.
Yeah, straight.
Did we just turn into a One Piece episode?
Yep.
Yep. Or Naruto, or like take your pick, honestly.
Sure, yeah.
The Republic investigator comes up, and you see him like closing his little comm link. Yeah, so about this deal we made. You got to go talk to somebody first.
I knew
just
you weren't going to pull
why?
through for us.
Look, I pulled everything I could. I didn't actually expect you were gonna do it.
You just
That's
watch
the
Watt's
problem right
face
there.
sink. Just devastated.
It's all right. Well, we're going to take care of this. We're going to talk to whoever he needs us to talk to.
No.
and
He's
we'll figure this out.
He's gonna get you off the station. You will get off the station. It might be a little bit off the books, but he'll get you off the station.
Ooh,
We
Take
will
your
see
ship.
if this new republic can earn a better trust than the Empire had.
Oh, you gotta like us. We're a lot better than the Empire. Sorta.
We'll see.
Well, I greatly appreciate what you did for the New Republic today, and especially for the station. We're gonna be able to, within the next couple hours, starting letting these people go home, or wherever they're going. But on the other side of the station, there's a little diner owned by a Twi'lek woman. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, but why are we going there?
That's where he is. He's waiting on you. He'll be in the booth.
New Republic officer.
No.
What? Not you.
Damn it.
Look, he's gonna be by himself. He'll be in a brown coat.
All right.
I'll hop down off the counter.
What do we got to lose?
And I'm like licking my fur to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reach up and I grab the bowl and start pulling it off to take it with me.
No, you got to leave that here. Finished up. Can we get a to-go container?
Well, if he Mr. Oodles, gotta get the accent. Mr. Oodles looks and says, "Oh, if he wants to keep the bowl, that's fine. I'll just add it to the bill."
No, he doesn't need to keep the bowl. It's twice the size.
No, this officer was appreciative. Let him express it. Please cover the bill and the bowl.
I don't want him to have the bowl.
I now have a bowl helmet.
as the bowl is coming off the table, Tisk just grabs the last bloodworm, drags it through the rest of the soup in the bowl, and just drops it down.
I'll listen to Shug. Bad about it though.
Big mad about it.
Yeah, heckin'.
The officer goes to walk
Ears
away.
are flat.
Officer goes to walk away. He's like, "Wait a second, Bill." Yeah. And the Rhodian's like, "Oh yeah, the bill right here." And he holds up a data pad. He goes, "I didn't agree to." All right.
Just gives a pat on the shoulder
Fucking got him.
and starts to walk away.
So as you guys are walking through Covey Station, you're in the area where there are no ports leading out. You got most of this is trade ports coming in, cargo ships, stuff like that. The actual port of call, the actual transportation ships were on the other side where you were. That's where most of the refugees are congregating, trying to get off station. Going through this quiet section of the station itself, it's almost eerily quiet. You see people on occasion. You see the occasional astromech droid or janitor droid going through and cleaning up the tile floor leading in deeper into the station. As eventually on the other side you come to an open hangar bay, closed off by a ray shield that the ships fly through and depart from. you see a small diner that's built within the asteroid wall itself, a diner that you guys are familiar with, owned by two Twi'leks, a brother and a sister. They predominantly deal with space freighters, long-haul pilots, and the like, selling mostly RDs or Jawa juice, or, they're a little quick stop.
You want a cup of Jawa juice?
As you walk in, the four of you catch eyes of people that are inside. There's not a lot. You see pink-skinned Twi'lek woman behind a bar with a very dirty apron. You see a blue-skinned Twi'lek male in the back, obviously cooking. He looks up from his griddle and sees you guys. The smells of cooking meat. If you guys did not eat at the ramen place, you might be hungry. You might still be hungry. You don't know. But sitting in a booth by itself, you see an older gentleman, salt and pepper like hair, a little long, and a brown coat, by himself, nursing a glass of something. Only guy in the cafe.
Is he the pilot of a Firefly class ship?
I get out of my head. That's the first when he said brown coat the first time. I almost made a Matt Reynolds joke.
Yeah.
So as we come into this place, I'm saying nothing and just kind of like keeping to the group. But given that I do in fact speak Twi'lek, I will be keeping an ear out for anything that's being said outside of common as we come in, just to like catch a bead on what's being said.
Well, actually, you do pick up the girl does say something to her brother in Twi'lek, and it was straight up about a Trandoshan walking in.
What about a Trandoshan walking in?
The brother says, "Don't worry, maybe he won't cause problems."
I'm giving this a high-low roll. Hold on. Yeah. All right. High means I do what the fuck I want. They say this, and there's just a head tilt towards them, and just a big toothy smile. I don't say a word, but I just catch an eye. Just all teeth. And I keep walking with the rest of the group.
You just see the Twi'lek girl just catches her breath in her throat, staring at you, and it's like cleans the counter a little faster.
So she cleans the counter a little faster, and he keeps walking, and then she stops for just a moment and looks down and just sees ears coming up over the counter.
She looks over the counter and sees you. Oh, aren't you the cutest little thing? Whose pet is this?
So we're coming in, and I'm saying to the group, who I think Watt is there, and I'm saying to the group, all right, listen, you let me do the talking, and then I realize he's not there, and that's when she says,
you just see one finger up, like I'm about to order something.
As I continue walking, I just say, not who, what, and I keep following Shug.
You see her very confused. She's actually thinking about comments. What pet is this? Who pet is this?
hey, if you want more food, you come with us.
And I'm like torn between the two. I'll wave to her, and then I'll go scamper up Tisk's shoulder, completely oblivious to everything that just happened.
You see this older gentleman notices all of you, when you come walking up, as he sits in his booth. He takes a sip of his cup. He looks. Who approaches him first? You said you're approaching him first, Shug?
Me, yeah.
We hope it's Shug approaching him first.
We can only hope.
He's
stuck in the back thinking about this one time he was on a ship with a loth cat and how similar it is to working to Watt.
The man speaks up with a gravelly voice. I take it you're the four that found the Imperials within an hour.
Does this guy look like a Skarsgård? Just a
Luther.
random
Or
question.
Luthen.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, we took care of the Imperials. Said you could get us off station.
Might be able to get you a job. If you want it.
Well, I already have a job, but
Well, it's...
The record scratches. Everybody looks at Shug.
what? I'm reputable.
these are trying times, and it's not very easy to find Imperials as fast as you did, unless, of course, they fell in your lap.
At that point, Thule looks at Tisk and said, "Bait means extra points, right?"
Sometimes.
We earned extra points. And Thule
Yeah.
looks back at this person.
Yeah, extra points. See, what we have here is 3 absolute psychopaths and a brilliant mind to direct them.
As you
And
say
that's
that,
how
you
we-
like gesture at the three of us, and I have the Imperial datapad out on the counter, not understanding that it's something important or something I should be hiding. And I'm doing the data wand, ticking it back and forth, just messing in it to start developing time with it to try to make it
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it again?
What? If you
2
if,
Imperials?
if you're asking this group whether they would like to hunt Imperials, I mean, look at that face. I'm talking about Tisk.
There's just a
That sickening
just all
laugh.
teeth again.
Could we do it again? We would revel in it. At least, yeah. Is the money in it?
Yeah.
What about resources?
We can work out a deal. See, but
Who are you?
that's a little bit of a loaded question. But let's say an enemy gave me a name once, and I'm quite fond of it. You can call me Axis.
All right. Well, we need to know who we're working for. God, I cannot lock this accent down to save my life.
But what I'm giving you is giving you a chance to prove that you can do it again.
And if we do it again, what happens?
Then we'll talk payment. Resources.
So wait. So you're telling me that we did a job for free, and now we have to do another job for free before we get paid?
Your first job payment is you got a meeting with me.
No, the first job's payment was to get off the station.
Yes, and I'm taking you off the station. But
The confirmation I was waiting for. Thank you.
Yeah, he had not said yet that was happening.
I will take you off the station, but I'm taking you somewhere where I want you to find another Imperial for me. And if you find this Imperial, we can have a future together.
Tell me about the Imperial.
Well, you've already caught one ISB officer. I want you to catch another. And this
Without missing a beat, not even looking up, we'll do it.
Well, that's one vote in favor.
it's where the Imperial is. That's the problem.
What's the problem?
He's in the underworld of Coruscant.
What?
Let's just say I don't think any of us is going to have trouble going into the underworld.
Coruscant is so busy and packed together. I don't
I
like
like
it.
Tug on Tisk's shoulder to try to get his attention real quick.
Just lowers his head down.
What is Coruscant?
Poor world. Many people.
So I take it you're all in?
Well, that's one vote. Tisk.
Hunting Imperials?
Yeah, more points.
Absolutely.
What about the most Fiat X pirate of Hondo's crew?
I just see Thule looking around.
Sean, if you're talking, you're muted, bud.
Oh,
Sorry, I have a toddler asking me to look at things. They just got home.
All good.
That is a noble excuse to not talk.
Well, I take that as yes, and well, you need the mastermind to
Totally
direct
in
him. So.
favor of doing all this. Absolutely, Thule wants to smash stuff, especially on Coruscant, because there's a lot of wealthy people who hoard their wealth on Coruscant.
He sets his cup down. He stands up. He holds his hand up. Thank you. To the Twi'lek behind the counter. Well, follow me, gentlemen.
I will follow. Kind of. Actually, I'll just climb on Thule's shoulders at this point, and I'm still messing with the datapad.
For clarification, the person that we're talking to right now, also a Twi'lek? Or
He's human. Or
human? Okay.
Coruscantian.
I missed that that description. Thank you.
The assumption thus far from both Derek and I is that he closely resembles Luthen from Andor. If you saw that,
I don't know where he is in the
Yeah.
timeline, though. I don't know if he's still alive or
me either.
just the voice Bill started using was very reminiscent of.
Yeah.
So he walks you out and he takes you to what at one time would have been a clone trooper dropship
Oh, cool.
Nice.
that has been retrofitted. It is painted a grayish, very bland color, and from a distance, a lot of the weapon mods have been taken off. It's basically just a transport ship now. As you walk forward, the side of it slides open, and as you go inside, it's cargo bay. And he climbs up into the pilot seat.
Are we talking like straight up out of Clone Wars
There's some
dropship with the bubbles on the side?
no, the weapon mods have been the gun ports, the gun mounts, everything has been taken off.
But that ship.
Yeah, that style of ship. It's been
Understood.
heavily modified for civilian use.
Understood.
As he fires up the engines, he's sitting here hitting all the toggle switches and getting it up and running. You hear the repulsor drive starts humming as he presses a button and the door slides itself as all of you get inside. Make yourselves comfortable.
I have climbed up into the second pilot seat. And just naturally, as if that is where I belong. And I cross my legs and I'm still working on the datapad.
Tisk just takes a step up, grabs one of the handbars up above, just stays standing as it takes off.
As the ship takes off, what was that?
Do these have hyperspace capability? I don't even know that.
Some
This
of them
heavily
do.
modified one may.
Okay.
Some of them do, but you're going sublight because you're still in the system.
Oh yeah, right. Coruscant's just a hop away.
So, as the repulsor drive fires up for the ship and it starts lifting off, and he takes it out into past the ray shield into the vacuum of space, he picks up a comm as the station calls out, says, Ship, do you have clearance to leave? He pulls up the comm link, speaking back to Covey Station. Completely different voice, completely different accent. Covey Station, this is R1 transporter down to Coruscant. Yes, we happen to have New Republic Authority XC90. Thank you. Transponder code being sent. And you hear a beep boop. Transponder code cleared. Thank you very much. And you see him toggle. And let's see. Who's familiar with spacecraft?
Lee would be.
Yeah, I would be as well. Not like super, but
Whoever has familiarity with spacecraft, give me a tech check to see what he just did.
okay. 24.
16.
24, 16.
Yep.
other expertise
Garbage.
skill.
7.
All right, so everyone except for Tisk and What, you guys see when after he gets right off the radio, he hits 2 buttons, and every ship has a transponder code. It's the thing that is booked with the Bureau of Ships and Services. It's what identifies ships as they're coming in and landing.
It's your space registration.
He flips a switch, and the screen that shows it flops, and it's switches, and it's another transponder code.
Mm-hmm.
I love this
Slick.
guy already.
As
Whoa. Suge doesn't call it out. He just goes, whoa.
I was actually very excited to, and as you guys are pulling forward and he hits the sublight thrusters, eventually you see the very shiny ball of Coruscant get bigger and bigger as you guys near. I can't wait to show you this map.
Oh, hell yeah.
Beautiful.
That's so cool.
That effect
Love
was
it.
the landing and taking off ships was done with snow.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I can see that.
That looks so cool, though. I love that.
So as you
And
get
they follow the same path, so it makes it look like traffic lanes.
yeah, so
It's
great.
fucking cool.
So as you guys are coming in, what? You've never seen anything like this. The entire planet lights up.
Could I? Can we pick up here after our 9 o'clock break for
Yeah.
baby bedtime and a bio break?
All right, guys, we are going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Cool.
Woo!
Unpause, and welcome back from our break. See how quick that was? Such a quick break. All right, so as we last left off...
I had to pee so fast.
Yeah, blew the back right out of the toilet. So, as we were saying, you met
So
this...
I am enamored with the size of this planet.
Yep. What you are seeing this planet from the viewport in the front of the ship as this new ally, maybe, quote unquote, Axis, is taking you down the Coruscant. This bright.
Wait, is it the Axis or the Allies?
Get the
It's,
fuck out of here.
it's an Axis ally. So you
Italy?
see this massive planet, bigger than the planet you were on. What? With intersecting glowing lines and tons of ships landing and taking off. You see,
I'm like tapping sensors and bringing up like expanded images, and my eyes are huge.
as you guys get close to Coruscant, you hear Coruscant Sky Control calling in. Ship, identify yourself. You see the gentleman reach over, flips a switch. He says, "Yeah, this is Charter Pilot 125, and we are taking a load of medical grade spice down to the underworld. The underworld charity, clinics. That's the word I'm looking for.
He didn't say that though.
No, he didn't.
Nothing like a good spice charity.
Because spice is actually a medical. It can be used as a medical medicinal.
I mean, accurate.
It's,
But the underworld having a spice charity sounds super medicinal.
Yeah, but
spice dens. Chasing the crate dragon.
I love that. Chasing the crate dragon, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
So they get a call back and says, "All right, Charter Pilot 127. Yeah, you guys are cleared for underworld traffic. You be safe down there." As he starts pulling down into the atmosphere of Coruscant.
anybody close enough will see that Watt's claws have like dug in to the cushions of the armrests.
Yeah, you'll still get you get the flutteriness of your stomach as you go from artificial gravity to actual gravity. Going into the atmosphere. He calls back to whoever's nearest to him. So the ISB officer you're looking for, and he hands a data pad back to whoever grabs it.
Just grab it. It gives me something to focus on.
You pull it up, and there Thule what?
Thule's sitting separated from most of the rest of them in as large of a space as possible, and feeling very self-conscious about how much space they're taking up.
Oh, Thule.
So the datapad you're looking at has a profile. It's let's see if would Watt know this?
I don't know. Tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if I know what it is or not.
What you're looking at is actually an Imperial profile.
Okay.
Taken straight from the Imperial database. As in, this is his employee file.
I would think it would look similar enough to like conscript or conscript labor
Repurposed species
profiles. What's that?
Repurposed species profiles.
Yeah, I think it would look close enough. Like the basic format is the same enough that I could kind of work my way through it.
Basically, you are looking at this ISP's officer's military record, which is very, very impressive, but he has been ISP for a number of years. It says his role is he was a go-between liaison between ISP and the underworld syndicates. His name is Malik Sorbo.
This is the guy that we caught?
No, this is the guy you're going after.
Okay, sorry.
His name is Malik Sorbo, and he was the go-to in ISP to deal with the syndicates down in the underworld. So that's the problem, is he has connections already.
So
On a whim, thinking about connections, I'm going to take out the secure datapad that I have from the other ISB officer, and I'm going to hold it up in like the mirror so he can see it, and I'll tap the screen and it'll bring up the logo. Can you open this?
If you leave it with me, I might be able to.
And I'm like,
It's your choice, little guy.
a little hesitant.
So as he's saying this, you see him going down. Now he's down ground level with Coruscant. You're flying through the city. Skyscrapers just whizzing past as he flies towards a massive hole in the ground. One of the downlet ports to going down into the undercity as he flies in with Coruscanti sky traffic, and he starts descending down into the dark of the underworld.
I'm gonna roll based on my own instinct here. This is just a self roll more than anything else to see the vibe I get from this guy.
It
Oh,
always bothered
shit.
me that the underworld of Coruscant is actually under the world as we dip into this hole.
So with a 21 inciting into myself, do I trust this guy? As I'm holding up the secure datapad, will it help?
Help what?
Hunt.
Depends on the information on it.
I'm kind of looking back to the others. He had this. And I'll give it to him.
He
The one on the station.
Listen, I'm sure that's valuable to you. Just add it to our tab. As a gesture of good faith.
I
Now,
don't
what's
suppose we know the name of the man who had this. He seems to be a contact.
You're talking about the man who had the tablet?
Yeah, if it's registered to anybody, or if it... You said it has this service file for this person that there's maybe meeting.
No, I confused that as well. So we have Gabe's datapad, and then we have a datapad that he just handed us that has information about the new guy that he wants us to find.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, he handed you just a basic datapad, ye old Star Wars sheet of paper, and basically it has a profile on the guy, Malik Sorbo. He is a native of Coruscant. He was, as stated before, he was a go-between between ISP and a lot of the underworld syndicates in Coruscant, dealing with black market items going into the Empire.
Chiming in as though kind of like coming out of a little bit of like a like far off, somewhat kind of trance as we've come down back onto Coruscant. As the data pad gets handed off, Tisk kind of chimes in. The officer from station. Any connection to this Sorbo?
I don't know yet. I'm going to look at this pad that your little friend gave me, but the only connection I see is they're both ISP agents. Or ISB agents.
I'm gonna tap out a couple of things on my little wrist pad here and download the information to my own little personal data pad and then pass it back. And then I'm also gonna give I'll like tap a few things and swipe towards Axis here. And a little comm panel will chirp with basically my phone number.
Got them digits.
Yeah. Because I got a comm link, so.
Which one of you guys do have a comm link?
I think we all start with one, honestly.
Nope.
No?
Everybody else
it's
picks
not
one up.
standard
Tisk
equipment.
just holds up a frag grenade. Puts it back.
Oh, you know what? No, I don't have one either.
I think I'm the only one with one.
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah, no, I don't have one either.
Thule pulls out this bag and goes through it in a fusion cutter and some maps and a fiber cord and a chronometer and a grappling hook, some glow rods, a lot of rations, canteen, demolition set, game board for Deseric. Seem to have left mine on the ship when Hondo took off without me.
So as you guys are going straight down, you see him like pull a lever, pull it on the autopilot as the ship starts slowly descending. He steps out of the pilot seat, walks back to where you guys are, and he goes to a little shelf, little cabinet off to the side, and he opens it up. You see like a spare pistol, blaster pistol, just sitting there. He starts pulling out, and he pulls 3 extra comm links. Tosses one to Shug, and tosses one to Thule, and tosses one to Tisk.
Cool.
Nice.
But I'll put that on your tab too.
I just hold up my wrist pad.
As he takes
mine.
As he takes a seat back in the pilot seat.
I'm assuming we have a file picture of this dude as well.
You actually do. You do have a file picture. Bill was going to have a data pad entry up for you guys, but my wife's been sick. So.
All good. All good.
Thule will take the comlink over to Shug. Would you like to check these before we use them?
Sure.
Don't want other people listening to me.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hope you are the only one who hears me. Well, the 3 of you.
So I think I actually get an advantage on this. Let me look at.
I was thinking you had a kit for this.
Well, I do, but I think I also have a racial. I just get advantage for.
Okay.
Hang on. I have a thing called Detail Oriented. You are practiced at scouring for details. You have advantage on investigation checks that rely on sight within 5 feet. So I want to look real closely at this thing and see, can I tell if it's been modified or if it's just a standard comlink?
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. Okay. First roll is a nat 20. Holy shit. And second roll,
Damn.
15 plus something.
All right.
Investigation, that gives me a 26 with a nat.
From what you can tell, these comlinks have been tampered with, but under direction you guys want them to be. These are clean comlinks.
It's a burner phone.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the burner phone equivalent of a comlink.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you should be good to use these. These look clean.
If you say so, I will trust you.
So, what kind of resources do we have at our fingertips down on the planet side? Do you have contacts we can talk to?
Well, that's part of the job interview. Because I want to see how well you do with as little as possible. It should be easy for fine.
A simple yes or no would be fine. So no, I'm getting a no. Got it.
Give me a persuasion.
Great. Okay. Hang on. Where's my persuasion? Is +7. That's 14 on the die, so 21.
I'll give you a name and a race.
Of a contact?
Yeah. It's a well-known name. You ask around, you'll find him.
All right.
Vauban Rebun.
Vauban Reben.
He's a Doug.
Ah, fuck. I hate ducks.
like to learn this Dougie. Will you
What?
teach me how to Dougie?
Can you teach?
You don't want to learn.
But all the bitches love me.
God damn it.
I just see like Thule in the back doing the stanky leg.
Doing the Dougie, damn it.
I've got like a basic radio station, like I've tuned in on Coruscant, and it's some
Welcome to WKIR Planet Side.
yeah, exactly, and it's Teach Me How to Dougie, but played by a jazz band.
They
So
are jizz
ironically-
wailing.
Jizz Dougie.
The anatomy of a Doug looks like they would be really good at doing the Dougie, to be honest.
I agree.
You get the Coruscant shock jock. It's like 3220X Coruscant here, the Bantha. Oh god.
So
So once we find this guy, because we're gonna find this guy, what do we do? How do we contact you? Just bring it up.
He points at the comm link he just gave you.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just ring you up, or is there a place we need to go to take him?
I'll come pick you up.
All right.
We'll take him together.
alive.
Follow what's in your heart.
Dead.
In one.
Don't tell him that unless don't tell him that unless you want him in pieces.
The answer is dead. But how many pieces can he be retrieved in?
We prefer alive, but
Oh,
things
you
happen.
should have said that first.
Things happen. We understand.
And Thule just looks at Tisk. Yes.
You get more points if he's alive.
Is that how the system works, Tisk?
Their rules are not the scorekeepers.
Listen. Let me break it down. If we bring him in alive, we'll get money, so we can do this more to get more points. Does that make sense?
This makes sense.
I knew you'd understand.
As we descend down into Coruscant, like Watt starts to get real small in his chair. But then as we get to one of the downdraft tubes, like suddenly there's a comfort, a relaxation.
So eventually, as this ship is lowering and you guys see ships coming up past the view screen, as just walls of just giant tube as you're just slowly sinking down. Eventually, you break out into a larger area. I love this picture that I'm about to pull up.
Oh, beautiful. Was this concept art for the
Oh yeah.
1515 or whatever it was?
Also, the fun part is you see the nightlife section of the underworld that is glowing different colors to show the beat in the heart of the city. If you click on that,
Ooh.
Nicely done. It's a whole different art piece.
How do we know what we can click on?
click on the light.
Is it just the one?
Yeah, click on the light itself.
Okay, no, I thought there were more. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was. Okay.
as we're descending down, oh god, every
Does that pop
time
up every time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think every time
That's
anybody
hilarious.
clicks it, it pops up.
That's something I got.
as we're descending down, I'm using a comms panel on the ship to tap into the local network to start downloading maps
Okay.
of the area. Leaning into my background, the background I took as urchin, so I can get around places really, really quickly. So just leaning into that for kind of knowing what to look for. Trying to look at my character. Quit pulling shit up.
Hey,
It's not a big
it's my first time.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
All right. So as he's flying down, you see him come near to a landing pad. He doesn't actually land on it. He just gets close enough to open the door for you guys to jump off. I'll give you a couple of days. If I don't hear from you then, I'll consider that you're not interested in the jobs or you're dead.
I look at him and I point to the data pad, like setting on one of his little consoles. I'll be back for that.
If all things work out, little guy,
Don't
I'll have
worry.
it cracked for you by the time you get back.
There's a grin, and then I hand him back some innocuous thing that I had stolen out of the ship, and then I leave.
Thule actually scoops you up and jumps off the ship as he did not land anywhere. I would feel bad if Watt didn't make the jump.
I'm purring. Like, I don't know if that's a thing Lermies do, but it is now.
I'm not gonna be happy unless like at some point in this game like Thule has to throw.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Oh, and Thule could get some distance with Watt, with how small Watt is.
Yep. I am barely 3 feet tall.
Probably same with Shug. If Shug ever wants to get
Chug
out of
is
the
tiny.
get-
I'm small.
right,
Shug's even smaller.
if Shug wants to get out of the mech at any point, you have a different way of transportation.
Shug is roughly baseball sized.
Correct. I'd say more like a softball.
Sure.
I've been throwing a lot of baseball grenades in Fallout 76. I'm ready for this.
Let's do it.
All right, so as you guys jump off onto the landing pad, he looks out to you and he says, "Have fun, boys!" And the door shuts itself as brrr, takes off. And you are alone, and the underworld is yours.
Well, how do y'all feel about this new job?
A good hunt.
I don't think I will like him until he proves himself more.
Yeah, that's fair. What kind of credits do we have between the four of us? I think the first step is going to be to establish a base of operations, and I think that we should find a room.
I spent my last credits on noodles.
No, you didn't pay for those. That was the Imperial office or the New Republic office.
I
Don't lie.
had noodles before then too.
Ah, of course you did.
There's a lot of me to feed. And Thule like takes this pose of like almost flexing and like standing up and like posturing.
But like real talk, do credits? I have 0 credits. Does anybody have credits?
Tisk pulls out a pouch and holds it. Like, it's got a decent little bit of heft to it.
I like take a look inside.
There's roughly 175 credits.
Which is like, is that like $175? Is that a dollar equivalent kind of thing?
Think
Close
gold.
enough.
Think gold pieces maybe.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, that'll do.
And he points to an empty spot on his bandolier. Need replacement.
Yeah. Well, let's find a room, and then we'll pick a place that doesn't look very reputable. That way, we know the people at the front desk will be able to point us where we can get more of those.
While he's doing that, I'm leaning into my urchin background, and this whole place is reminding me a lot of like these underwarrens on the scrap planet that my clan was kind of shoved into. There's remains of ships and whatnot that we lived in, and I'm kind of looking at the maps on my little data pad that I've pulled up, and I'm already mapping out like spice dens and places that I know big folk would go if they wanted to forget.
Yeah. So that's kind of what Sugar's looking around for as well. So basically, Bill, what I want to look around for is a place where we can go in and we can pay for a room by the hour, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a nice room, and that room might be used for sex or nefarious activities or exchanges or whatever. Like, that's the kind of place that I'm looking for. Basically, a place where we can say, okay, you go off and do this, I'll go off and do this, meet back here, so that we all know like a central location that we can gather in.
You're looking for a no-tell motel.
Yes, all up in here.
So while we're looking for those things, my background specifically says that I still have contacts in the criminal underworld, and I'm far closer to people who than most people to the world of murder, theft, and violence that pervades the underbelly of civilization. Would my pirating days have brought me to a place on Coruscant?
Almost definitely, right?
Yeah, everybody's been to Coruscant.
Except for what?
Yeah, Watt has not.
Yeah, so I just to chime in here because I'm in a very similar situation. The bounty hunter background is you are in frequent contact with people in segment of society of your chosen quarries move through. These people might be associated with the criminal underworld, rough and tumble folks of the street, or members of high society. This connection comes in the form of contact of the city. You visit a person who provides information about the people and places and the local area. So I would also be leaning into that perspective of being part of the Bounty Hunters Guild and finding a contact here on Coruscant that could potentially point us in the right direction.
I was about to be a smartass. I was like, oh no, it's almost like the DM read all your backgrounds and planned the first mission accordingly.
It's like we're designed for this.
So, what you guys determine is that each of you, except for Watt, but Watt has his own ways to play it off, is each of you have your own way of possibly finding this guy. So you have, as I said, any way you figure it out, how you want to find this guy. You've been given, because of a high persuasion, sort of, from Shug, you've been given a name, at least. A contact that could possibly know about this Imperial.
Yeah, so I think Tisk would start off finding a means of contacting the Bounty Hunters Guild, looking for information on either Malak Sorbo or Vobin Reben, to just point in the right direction to either one, see what information is out there, or anyone else in the guild that may have a connection that could give information. here
So
on Coruscant.
Bill, yeah. So before we all go off, like, can we like? Do you want us to roleplay, or can we say that we established a base of a no-tell motel?
Oh, I would always love you guys to roleplay, but if you just want to gloss through it, we can do that too.
Well, it feels like what Jacob is talking about and what like all of us are going to go do is going to split us all up, and I want to have a place that we can all meet back at.
Okay, easy. Since Watt said he was the first person who said he's doing it, and you're pulling up all these little dens and seedy places that big people would go, give me an investigation check.
Got it. Garbage 7.
Can I aid? Can I help him?
How do you want to do it?
So I see what he's doing, and I see like the way he's mapping things, and I'm like, I see what you're getting at. Coruscant's a little different, and I think it would help you if you think of it this way. And I kind of like explain a new way to map things out.
It's like a layer of a cake.
As you look at it like, for lack of a better way to word this, it looks like I am laying things out as if it's a schematic. As if
Sure.
I'm used to like finding my way through the ducts of things, not used to following the flow of people.
Uh-huh. Cool.
All right. So,
Do you want me to roll, or does Gabe want to roll with advantage? How do you want to do that?
I will let him do one more roll if you're giving him a hand
Sure.
because of that crappy 7.
Yeah, right. My dice are not cooperating. Jesus. 11.
11. Better. So, looking, you do find a very low-rated capsule hotel that is not far from where you guys are.
So as Shug's like, we need a place like this, I just kind of hand him a little data waiver with
Perfect.
the location.
Low ratings means we won't be noticed.
So, following the flow of traffic, dealing with the crowds of people, you eventually find yourself at this little bitty capsule hotel.
Before we get there, as we're like flowing through the crowd, I'm keeping an eye out for people, even in like the circles that Watt is used to, the slave labor and stuff like that. There's always somebody who's got stuff, information, contraband, etc. And I'm keeping my eyes out for people like that. And instinctually, I'm gonna try to get close to one of them and steal, take stuff from them. As if, like, this is the only way Watt is used to eating and surviving.
Okay, are you looking for something to eat to steal, or are you looking for money from a illicit person
Money.
to steal from? Okay.
Money. Specifically to be able to pay for, like, I'm not just, there is a purpose. It's not just, kindering to kinder. But the resources Watt has access to are precious. They would be like hoarded almost, like he's never had money, and so he'd rather spend yours if he doesn't have to spend his.
Okay, and you're specifically looking for an illicit-looking person?
Yeah, somebody who, and the idea is, like, if I find a coin with the Continental on it or something like that, trying to lean into that to see if I can also pick up any information along the way. That's really the goal of this.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. So, and leading into where I was going is you guys end up at at the capsule hotel, which you go in, and sure enough, that you don't see, like, you see the occasional, like, hard on their luck type of guy. You see, like, a Weequay, like, climbing into one of these Japanese capsule style hotels and, like, pulling down his door. But the hotel keeper, or innkeeper as it were, as you walk up, you see sitting on top of a desk is a pit droid that is covered in graffiti.
I love him already. We must protect him.
Is Shug the one leading this?
I like how everybody got quiet and everyone's looking at Shug to talk.
Oh, I mean, we're in the no-tell motel.
Yeah, you're in the capsule hotel and you're looking at this pit droid that's like covered in graffiti. As he looks as he looks at you, you see someone has actually used paint to draw like he has his Cyclops eye, but someone's used paint to like give like him other eyes on his helmet with like very cutesy like lipstick and everything like that.
There's like a googly eye on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
How much for a room?
And he uses the binary little triple and holds up his hand, which is just a claw.
Yeah. Is that two?
He nods his head.
Two credits an hour. Was that accurate? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take a 10 2 credits an hour. I assume. Is that accurate, Bill? What are we doing?
He's nodding his head whatever you say. He's nodding his head.
That is far more than was charged last time we came.
Wait, are you sure it's 2 credits an hour? Or is it 2 credits a day? So, I'm getting mixed information here. Can I talk to a person?
Hey, you see him and he takes his claw and he points at a sign that's in Huttese and he points at that.
Oh, great. Did any of you read Huttese?
So,
Dude,
I'm going to.
Does any of you
no.
read up to you? Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I think doesn't Thule?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna
Nobody-
lean. I'm gonna lean into the extra proficiency or the bonus proficiencies, and I'm gonna go ahead and burn one of them to gain all the tech and the crawling in ducts and shipbreaking work that I've done. I'm used to interfacing with droids. And so I'm going to lean into that and use one of the bonus proficiencies to gain proficiency in binary.
Awesome. Okay. I don't think anybody else speaks binary, right?
No, we covered this last time. I've been thinking about it.
So using your one of your rare flashbacks, you flashback to all of the moisture evaporators and things you were working on the farm, and the fact that you were able to talk to moisture evaporators and binary load lifters, so you learned binary.
Binary. It's a really weird dialect. It's kind of like Killian and Arcadian. It's a really weird dialect, but I just put my hands up on the counter and kind of pull my head up and look at him. And what was the last thing he said? The droid said.
He pointed at the sign for Huttese and trilled. And what you heard, since you speak binary, is you heard price is here.
What does it say on the sign?
Do you speak Huttese?
So
God damn it.
how does this work? This concept that gave, like, I can thematically make it work for me to know Huttese.
So
how do I cash that in?
So basically what it is we are using the optional rule for Star Wars 5e, and we can also explain it to the podcast as we're doing it, that allows for extra abilities. And what it does is gives you points that equals your proficiency bonus. And those can be spent. You can choose to spend them at character creation if you want to. Or they can be spent at any time to... you can spend 1 for 1 to learn a language. You can spend, I forget what the exchange rate is. I think you can spend 2 to learn a skill, spend 4 to specialize in a weapon. But if you want to do it, it specifically says in the book you have to role play it. You have to figure out how you learn it. We are leaning into that, and we're allowing flashbacks for your character. That if you say, "Oh, well, my character knows Huttese because of X, Y, and Z," and then we're allowing you to add the language immediately to your character sheet if you want to by spending one of your quote unquote proficiency points.
So right now, since we all have proficiency +2 level 1, like we can spend one of those points, and then moving forward, we would have. So like, say we hit level 2, we would have 2 points then.
It's the same as in normal D&D, like your proficiency bonus as it goes up. Mm-hmm. So when you're I just spent one, right? And when my
have one left to spend until your proficiency increases.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm assuming at that increase of proficiency, you would, if you spent one, when the increase would be +3, you would have 2 left to spend, right? So like it's not like you have 2 and then the proficiency increases and you have 3 more, right? Like it is collective equivalent of your total proficiency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Neat. That's a really cool mechanic.
I like it. I dig it.
So I guess from that perspective, then, So Thule looks at the sign, and goes into a flashback of being on the ship and going through the Herglick trade routes and coming across a hut planet or hut run planet, and seeing his people in indentured servitude from this kind of gambling lifestyle that a lot of the Herglicks fled to when the Empire kind of crumpled their infrastructure or crumpled their way of life, and different things of trying to communicate with them, and eventually seeing a sign that was very similar of like for services fee scale, to essentially like rent these Herglies or Herglick servants.
Okay.
Cool. So what's it
So awesome. You're looking at the sign, and it's basically a lot cheaper than the droid was leaning on. It's for an 8-hour period. It's 2 credits. As in, people buy it here just to sleep between shifts or anything like that. And they sell it in 8-hour increments. But you're buying just the capsule. And the capsule, you don't even think you would fit in one.
If we are going to get a place here, I will probably have to stay in the hallway. And these increments are for 8 hours at a time.
I look around the lobby. Is there a place to sit in the lobby?
Oh yeah, you look over in the lobby, you see like kind of a rotund old human man that's fast asleep, his head on his chin, watching some like a Holo News program that's just playing like it's a waiting room.
How about this? How about we don't pay any credits and we just meet back here in what do you think? Like 2 hours? How long we all need to go and gather information? 3 hours?
I think 3 hours is enough time to meet up with someone or arrange a meetup.
This gives a non-committal grunt and shrug.
So let's make sure we all understand the assignment. We're going to go out and find what we can about what's the name?
Melee. Sorbo.
No, the other. Well, him too, but the other one.
Oh, Raygun.
There's just a point to Thule.
I've got it on a note here. Hang on. Vauban Reben.
Owen Reben, that one.
The Doug.
Yeah. So,
Who does Dougie?
how about this? You've got your bounty hunter contacts, so you can talk to them. Thule, I'm sure you know people down here, right?
Can recall a few, some that might even be happy to see me.
Good. And what?
You look over and Watt's already gone.
Well, how about this? You two go talk to your people, and I'll go talk to the Doug.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll meet back here 3 hours.
Sure. And with that, Tisk just walks out the door and heads on.
Yeah, Watt's.
Excuse me.
You said 3 hours, and Watt didn't wait for anything else. He just left.
That's fair.
So,
Keeping up with Watt is going to be
so you
he's
guys
going to need a leash eventually.
decide
What? Where? Why?
So you guys decide to
No.
split the party 4 ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, I was gonna have
info
Watt come with me, but he already left.
Do you all know how to add languages into
I was looking at that myself, and I was
yeah,
struggling with figuring out
I
how to
figured
do
it
that.
out. I figured it out. So you pull up your character sheet,
Yes.
right? On the very first page, under resources and traits, you'll see languages.
Yes.
Click configure. So click the little edit button and just type them in the bar at the bottom because that macro doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've got basic learnese in binary, and I wrote bonus proficiency in binary, so I don't forget about it.
Well, at least the options pop up so I can know how to spell everything.
All right. Just because this is only second game for me to run. What's our end time? We usually end about 10 my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to wrap up about 10:30, so about 9:30 your time.
Yeah.
To do accolades from there,
Right.
but you're driving this horse.
Well, I'm just until I get used to it to see stretching this out. Let's see. Yeah. Then we will start. We will call it here, and we'll do accolades. And we will pick up right here with the party splitting off to gather information about this Imperial down in the underworld of Coruscant.
Sweet. That
Fantastic.
sounds like a solid point to call from.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we got everybody splitting off in different directions, and we got Watt literally in a candy land. So we'll see what goes on. Let's roll off for accolades.
Big 18 from me.
2.
And
Oh
Nat
shit!
20.
Thule.
and 6, bringing in the rear here.
So got Sean, Jacob, Gabe, then Derek. Okay.
I think I was the last.
Were you?
Derek, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Jacob, I gotta ask, how do you pronounce Tisk last name?
Tick boom.
Tick boom. Okay.
Big bada boom.
Tisk tick boom.
Disc. Tick boom.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right, Sean, you're first, buddy.
solid allusion to character purpose there. Um, gosh, I like the micro detail of Watt branding the Imperials after they were defeated.
Thank you.
I thought that was a solid little detail to throw in of fuck y'all and what y'all have done, kind of attitude. So, and then gosh, I almost said and then Gabe as the DM. No, you're not the DM for this one.
Yeah.
And then Bill. The honestly, when we first came in at Kofi Station and the meteor or the asteroids were spinning and like looking like an actual asteroid belt, it immediately put me in the mindset to play. So just your attention to detail with these maps and like throwing in animations where you can to make them look more engaging has been wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It's a labor of love. I like doing that, seeing little stuff I can do.
It pays off. I love it.
Next, Jacob.
I'm gonna throw mine to Thule. What in the combat of just this taking too long and just hauling ass down and fucking up a stormtrooper with the mace. I was waiting for Thule to just let loose in this, and when you decided to deliver, by God, it delivered, and it felt good. So I just love that visual, and how that played out. And Bill, I'm going to echo Sean here a little bit. Just the artwork and the setting of what you presented here with us has been super engaging, and really feels like it sets the scene really, really nicely for that. For those of you that are listening, I wish you could see the artwork that Bill's providing for us, because it's pretty stellar. But yeah, it feels very appropriate at every step as we've gone here. I love it. It's great.
Well, thank you. And
So Bill, navigating an unknown system or an unfamiliar system, while reintroducing us to this world and the world of Coruscant is you're doing a phenomenal job. Love Axis, such a nice touch. Really nice to see Luthen and see what he's up to.
if it's Luthen,
Yeah, it may not be.
it might be someone.
but-
Luthen might be dead by now. We don't know.
We don't know. But either way, seeing a Luthen inspired character,
It might be someone that took up the mantle of Axis.
But yeah, the name lives on.
yeah, which is phenomenal and just makes me think of Fulcrum, which
Yep.
goes a whole nother direction. I really enjoyed that, and I loved just a simple fight to get us into the characters and flex a little bit and see what we can do. And then the detail of the Twi'leks being uneasy about the Trandoshan in their cafe. It's just such a nice little in-world nod to existing Star Wars lore, and I really enjoyed it. Shug, you are hurting cats, my man, and I'm so excited to see how this goes.
I told you, 3 psychopaths and the mastermind to direct them.
That is accurate. I don't get to play into this side of a character too often, and kind of trusting that you are at the helm gives me a little bit of freedom to be a little chaotic with it.
No problem, man. Happy to do it.
Very, very much enjoyed when you were like trying to direct the New Republic and the robotic guards. Like, no, there he is, and then like there's an explosion somewhere, and just that whole scene was very humorous in my mind, and I enjoyed it very much.
Agreed.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
And Derek.
Yeah. I I love the whole first combat. I think the first combat is very representative of how many of the combats are going to go, and that's Watt causing chaos, Thule and Tisk like beating the shit out of some stuff, and then me like being utility with the
Trying to pick up the
environment.
pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that whole scene was just a very humorous yes and for everyone. But more specifically, Gabe, I really like how you keep adding details of like I'll be like, yeah, I'm doing this, and then you're like, yeah, and Watt's doing this bullshit in the background. It's like the comedic aspect of it has been really good, and I love it.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to moments where it's like the camera in a sitcom, and you just see the other character walk in the background, just doing the most asinine shit.
Jubei at the end of the game with the random shit on the shelf.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is why.
Accurate.
Yeah. And Bill, for you, I really loved the fucking noodle scene and the fact that like he was like, "Yeah, come on it!" Like that was the whole thing was hilarious. And you got to bring back your whole like Jubei Cooks kind of thing a little bit.
I actually, absolutely love as a DM. I love random generators because they allow me to roleplay. I have a random Star Wars menu generator that when it generates
Fantastic.
when it generates the food, it gives a link to that food to Wikipedia.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
I love Star Wars nerds.
Yeah, it's the greatest, stupidest, like pointless thing. But the fact is, like every time you guys go to a restaurant, I'm gonna have a menu for it. By God, I'll have a menu for it.
I fucking love it.
So going down the list, Sean, first off, I like the fact that the whole thing with Thule being uncomfortable of his size in the ship spoke to me as a person of being a big guy. And I was like, that's speaking to my soul. I absolutely love that. And when Thule decided to let loose I keep forgetting you're actually a berserker character, and you've been like such a nice character so far. I'm like, what makes Thule mad?
The Empire, apparently.
The Empire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. Jacob, I knew the first thing you were going to do is throw a grenade,
Oh, fuck yeah.
and it was just as devastating as I thought it was going to be. I was like, yeah, I'm going to lose probably most of the stormtroopers. And the funny thing is I realized in a game that's mostly ranged weaponry, yeah, I didn't fucking move them. I was like, man, that was on me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they didn't move, I was like, no, this. I can't not throw a grenade at this point.
So yeah, that was perfect. And you're harkening back to the noodle scene. Tisk's reaction to I want noodles, but it has to have a lot of meat. And it's like, okay, that's perfect. I like that. So go. Let's see. Next is Gabe. Love the detail of you climbing shit. If you're gonna do that more often, I'm gonna plan battles around that and give you places to climb on. One thing is keep in mind we will be using cover, like I said. So during combat, if you guys want to shoot for cover, go for it. I'll get the cover rules posted up somewhere so we can keep track of it real quick. The branding of the Imperials, that was a nice little touch. Cute. And Watt's fascination with Coruscant, I thought that was pretty neat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The surface was too big and scary for him, but the underworld felt a little more.
Yeah, the likening to the junk world was a real nice touch there. I really appreciated that.
And Derek, I've got to say, there was one line from Shug. It's these three guys are psychopaths.
So good.
I love that. That was great. I was like, Thule's not that bad. I'm like, Thule's kind of bad.
3 psychopaths and a con man walk into a bar.
That's this game. That is this game. It's 3.
I have to also throw out here because I I had to pick one, but also like Shug throwing out that they threw a frag grenade at us. That is not the last time that is gonna get used. Not a chance.
No. I love the moment. Going back to you, I love the moment where I was like, "Yeah, they threw that grenade at us," and you were like, "Wait, they." I'm like, "Yeah, hey, you do your thing, and you let me do my thing." Yeah, yeah, okay, cool.
So, I'm going to give the inspiration this week to what? Because that's the choice of two players going through. So, Derek got it last week. What is getting inspiration this week?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And for those of you listening, join us next Tuesday night for the as the second hunt begins, the party looking for an Imperial in the dark, seedy underbelly of Coruscant.
Did we level?
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Ooh.
Thanks for reminding me. Yes, I meant to tell you that. I didn't want to do it during the stream, but the podcast. Same difference. Yes, you guys are level 2 now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Now I have to go fucking figure out how to level this character on
Now I
the
can
board.
action surge and throw more grenades.
So you just like adding a level in the Forge and Foundry. The exact same thing. You grab that same level and drag another level in.
Here, I'll have you help me through it after we sign off.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
because I'm sure the audience doesn't want to sit here listening to Foundry logistics, or do they? Because it is kind of hard. So, so as we like to say here, kindness is a free action, and unless you're Tisk, you throw a grenade as a free action.
As a reaction.
Reaction. I can still love with my free action.
Is that technically an explosive reaction to something?
I mean,
Depends on the love.
I love pretty hard.
All right, so join us next week for more installments of Star Wars Hunters. Bye, guys.